Alrighty, I've moved from my coarse red buffing pad, which is this one, to a little bit less coarse blue one. I'm still using the same cutter on it, but I think it's getting a lot glossier, and the color's starting to darken up to the rest of the color with the increased shine. So, I mean, I didn't wipe it off yet, so it looks kind of freaky. It's not all swirl marks right there, but it's starting to look pretty good actually. I'm just gonna keep on going at it with this until I get a nicer shine out of it. Then I'll switch up to my black waffle cone and switch to my Meguiar's Ultimate Shine polish. So, just I don't know. I'll just show you a little bit of the technique. Notice how I'm trying to move it around. You don't want to keep it in the same spot. That will lead to burn through. And you just want to, lightly press on it and just keep on going at it. Alrighty everyone, I just got done with using the Ultimate Finish or whatever with my soft pads. This is basically the finished product. I'm not going to bother putting on clear coat because, I don't know if you can see it, well definitely you can, but it's the wrong color paint. I think that the actual finish turned out okay except for these burn marks and everything. It's a disaster, I know. I mean, from a distance, I mean, you can't see the dent or anything. I mean, so, it's either between a horrible dent or a horrible paint job, honestly, but, I'm gonna strip it down when it's warmer out, because it is really cold, and I'm gonna repaint it with the correct color. I mean, this was mainly just learning experience for me. It's not that great of a job, and okay, some of the places where I went wrong was, first of all, I really couldn't get all the dent out because, see, it goes here and then into this other dent, and this crease, this line shouldn't be here, this whole crease line, and then it swoops down ugly like that. I mean, it's a lot less noticeable than what it was, and I got this whole area filled with Bondo and everything, so, I mean, it's a lot less noticeable from a distance. I mean, you would have been able to see it instantly from a distance, but now it's a little bit more hidden. And same with the paint. From a distance, you can't really tell, but from up close, it just looks awful. So, this is my learning experience. $150 less worth of materials, free labor. So, I'm happier with it than if I would have just left the dent in it, honestly, because, I mean, it doesn't look all that bad from a distance, but once I get this situated with the right color, then I'm gonna repost the video, and hopefully by then I'll get some good feedback from you guys. I mean, once again, do not do this on a particularly expensive car. Do not do this on, whatever, especially if it's your first time. I mean, but for the most part, for the quality of paint, as far as that goes, it's quite decent. Just Rust-Oleum from Rattle Can, and it'll buff out quite nicely. I mean, you can see the shine here. This is all new paint. So, I mean, I hit the primer over here while buffing. It's just, like I said, it's unacceptable even by my standards. But I'm gonna redo the job when it's warmer out And I mean, this just goes to show if you did the work right, which I didn't, it can turn out quite nicely. So if you don't have any power or, you know, air tools or compressed air paints or whatever, you can still do a good job. Just I didn't. So yeah, that's basically it. Your $150 Rust-Oleum job, and I can still do the rest of the car with that, doing, you know, all these down here and over there. I didn't have time over this break because my parents needed the garage back. So I mean, yeah, first of all, do your body work right. That's one of the things that I did wrong. I couldn't get that dent out, and I, you know, maybe should have used more filler or something to try to hide that line. Second of all, get it sanded real nice. There's a spot over here where I didn't use enough filler, and it's kind of scratched up. That was awful. Third of all, when you paint, don't do a butt edge. I'm such an idiot for not doing that right. The only reason why it's a little bit segregated right over there is because I sanded the heck out of it. But try to make it, you know, as much as a feathering edge as possible to make it blend. Fourth of all, when you buff, well, fourth of all, put enough paint on so that when you buff, you won't burn through. I only put 4 layers on. I probably could have done more. And fifth of all, make sure that your paint is the right color. I could have swore that the test piece that I used was right, but it wasn't. Maybe when wet it looked nice, but by the time it dried and buffed and everything, it just turned more gray. So, like I said, I'm going to redo it later on. And hopefully this helped. I'm pretty sure I got most of the actual like technique down, or at least the sequence of things. If anyone finds any faults in that, let me know also, so I can change that for the next time I do this. But for the most part, I think I did okay with the sequence of things, just didn't do the work quite right. So, yep, that's my $150 job right there. So, just let me know, and hopefully by summer comes around or spring break or something, I'll have the repost up of that looking much better. Alright, thank you guys, and have a good Christmas break, or whatever it still is by the time you see this. Alright, have a good one.